Well, hello, my fellow car modelers. Guess what? It's Mafia time again, and we're back at Casa de BG, as we like to say here in the Arizona. But this meeting's special because we have an icon of the model car hobby. We have Mr. Matt Hayes here. And if you're not familiar with Mr. Matt Hayes, he owns this car right there. Okay.
Good job.
Yeah, so he's brought some stuff for us to take a look at. He wasn't able to bring the car today. But hopefully in the future we can work out something like that. But yeah, this is Matt Hayes.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
man.
you bet.
Great.
We're glad to hear you're this close to the house. You
Wow,
didn't
yeah,
go too far.
4 miles away. That was good.
How neat is that?
Didn't have to get a hotel room to drive.
No, not at all.
That's going to be dangerous. I'm almost able to walk that far.
There you go. There you go.
I think we broke a record tonight.
Hope so.
I've got a couple here.
When you think about it, though,
When I got the car, I don't know
Oops, that's me.
but they would interchange.
Awesome new that 3D print guy.
Well, there was a time when they were in the 70s when sometimes they were putting.
Got a story to tell. Like that.
Why do you watch that crap?
No, I know. Tell
That's cool. Let's get a side shot here. Very cool. Oh, really?
It's not one of
Oh, I know that.
That was 3D printed?
Yes.
Wow. God, there's a lot of good kits on this table.
Cool 70 street rod.
Yes.
Yeah, someday I'll finish it.
It opens motion build.
Probably not anytime.
How many people finished the question?
We'll get done. Everybody write down the.
Yeah, I sanded mine down.
I love this kit.
Yeah.
I don't do other stuff. You won't come back to it. I will.
Yeah. So it's like,
That's easy. That's when you make the suggestion for one of the kits like the Arrowhead.
I'm gonna show you.
this originally was
Yeah, this one's mine. Who cares? Same here. This one needs a paint job. Not very good paint job.
You're already there. All you gotta do is
Because I thought about redoing it with the newer one, this is probably maybe about a year ago.
Don't use.
And then couldn't find more wax.
No, I couldn't find it. Trying to my folder. This first picture showing up.
See if you can see the name there. These are our Vegas visitors.
It's like, okay, went back, finished
We got Vegas visitors. We have new members and special guests. So this is a pack. New guy, old guy, Not as you're old, but you're an old member, and you're old. Okay. Really old guy. And Tucson guys. Glad you guys made it again. Tucson. We've got a lot of out-of-towners that to come here. And hey, so that's Joe Porsche. Nobody cares. And the rest of the crew here. You guys came all the way down here from Vegas.
Yep. Sure did.
Why?
Why?
For you.
Oh, Joe, I am so sorry of all that crap that I say about you. I kind of didn't mean it, sort of. Thank you guys.
Hey,
We get to interview you on your channel.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, thanks for coming, guys. Glad to have you here.
you're very welcome.
Glad to be here and glad to be part of it.
Right on.
Glad to also look at your guys' amazing builds.
Thank you. Yes, there are quite a few. Some of the guys can build much better than me.
We only get to see a lot of these at the shows only, so it's
Big Bob's models. You know, since the club started and I brought Bob back from airplane model building back to the cars where he belongs, he's improved so much. But don't tell him, I don't want him to get a big head.
Kevin did that red Porsche there.
Oh yeah, Kevin, I've seen Kevin's.
Yeah, we're.
You see the difference in soil there, son.
Kevin's always. And he's another one that was gone for a long time, so glad he came back. And speaking of Big Bob, hey Steve, speaking of Big Bob, there he is. We were gandering at your models and how much you've improved since the club started. That's how wonderful this club is. It's not about you, it's about the club. And that's the super modified builder. There's a lot of people rumbling out there about it. You might need to go talk to some fans.
Fans of the kids,
Nice.
not the building?
Nah, nobody cares about you. There's the rest of them. Hi, hey, there's another model builder. Did you bring something tonight? Nope. Ah. And him.
Well, what's going on, folks? Hey, it's BG, and this is the up close and personal segment of the show with BG. And with us tonight is Jake from our model club, and he has built this beauty of a model. Jake, what is exactly this type of race car?
So that is what's commonly known as a Northeast Super Modified.
Northeast Super Modified.
Correct. They primarily run up in the Northeast. There was a division in California, but to my knowledge, that division is now defunct. So they're just up in the Northeast now, as far as I know.
Okay, so first thing that's catching my eye here, of course, is the fact that this guy going to come around the side here. Look at that. So I am not familiar with this type of race car, and I was wondering why it slid to the side. I guess it did that in the box on the way over, but Jake's like, no, that's the way it's supposed to be. But why is it so far over to the side like that?
So the common belief is this would be the modern day progression of what Indy cars would have been if they would have stuck with the old Roadster style, and they developed them from there. And of course, more right side offset with more left side weight on oval tracks gives you better turning, and if you can attack the turns, you can win the race.
Makes total sense, actually. I'm really loving the detail you have in this here with all the decals and stuff. Are those kit decals?
Those are not kit decals. Those were made by me, except for the small sponsorship decals. Those came out of kits, but the main sponsorship decals were made by me on a suggestion from my girlfriend, who's from the Northeast, and told me that that is a very popular brand of beer up there. So.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to ask about that too. It does say beer on there, but I wasn't going to take it for face value. The detail you have on the engine here, I was going to run back to this side here, is really good. I like the blue wires on there. This really stands out good. You got a magneto on there, it looks like?
Correct, yes. So the other lineage of these cars would come out of sprint cars. And I don't know as much about these cars as I should, but the way it came to me was they had molded a power steering pump, alternator, serpentine belt, what have you, on the front of the engine, which doesn't seem like it would be correct. So I cut all that off and based everything off of a sprint car engine. So I put a magneto on it and what have you.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, I'm really digging that. And the exhaust system on that is very cool.
Yeah,
Don't normally see exhaust go forward and then make a paperclip turn and come back again.
They have to get really, really ingenious with the way they run their exhaust. When I build another one, and I will, because there's 3 different versions of this you can build, I'm actually thinking about taking that top header and running it back past the driver's compartment, just because it is a little bit strange to have a header right up against the radiator.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. And is this the fuel tank here, the black cell that's right behind the engine?
Correct. Get
Okay.
everything as far left as you can, weight-wise.
Wow.
If you could see past the left rear wheel there, you'd see that the quick change rear end is also just right there at
Oh my
the wheel.
god. Okay, I totally thought that was a brake or a brake rotor or something, but that's good lord. Okay, that's fascinating.
Get as much weight left as you can.
Yeah, and then are the rear wheels different sizes also?
They are. Each wheel and tire is 4 different sizes, and what was interesting about this was Gopher Racing has their drag racing tire sheet. It actually has 4 different sizes of Hoosier decals that worked out beautifully.
Oh, that's perfect. And who was the kit supplier on this one?
So this was an eBay purchase. It's a 3D print. So the whole kit is a 3D printed kit, and it was an eBay purchase by a gentleman that it looks like about every 4 to 5 months he will put one of each of the 3 versions out, and I was lucky enough to pick up a couple of them.
Okay, that's everything about this kit is kind of amazing, from the actual where you got it to the decals to the details, and the fact that it's just so different. This is just so cool.
It's definitely unique. I have seen a few people scratch build these back in the day. I don't have anywhere near that skill, so when this came out, I had to pounce on it.
Right on. I would have to say that just in the world of scratch building, for my personal repertoire, trying to get everything symmetrical is a big enough pain in itself, but then going to make something so offset and awkward looking, I mean, this is how my stuff ends up.
Right. When it's supposed to be straight up, yes.
Yeah, exactly. It was supposed to be straight up, right? But when it gets to this point, it's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to make one of these. But did you have any trouble having to match the red for the decal on the side there?
No. Using the program that I used, I was able to adjust the hue on the red so that it matched the paint, so I didn't have to really, it was more about adjusting the ink to the paint than the other way around, which was nice.
Makes a lot of sense, yes. You don't have to custom mix anything?
Correct.
Yeah, because then when you go back to do a touch-up, you have to remix it again.
Yes.
You end up repainting the whole car. Yep, been there. This is awesome, man. I'm really glad you brought this to the meeting and were able to get it done, like, today, right?
It's been done for a couple of days,
Okay.
but we had to do we had to have a pit stop and replace the tire a little bit earlier, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks getting use of the BG bench today with paint and glue. But hey, that's what we're here for, right? But Jake, thank you for sharing this with us. This is really amazing. I know Matt was mega impressed by this, so that's pretty cool. And can't wait to see more of your work here in upcoming months.
Thank you, sir. It's always a pleasure to hear something like that from you guys, and I'll keep trying to build, and hopefully your camera makes it look better than what it really is.
I can fix it in post.
You can fix it in post, yeah. The camera makes the models look good, just not the people's.
No.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Jake.
Thank you.
Our meetings.
For you, John. Hello. But real. Oh, yay! We're gonna pick. We'll pick next year's model.
Time for Jello.
Time for Jello. But before we do that, let's close out this video. Let me look at your eyes. Rod.
You want to close out the video?
Let's close out the video. Who wants to say it?
Let's close out the video.
Where's Dave? There he is. Say it.
Are you ready, Matt?
I'm ready.
You know what that is.
Oh, I do real well, I'm gonna tell
You know
you.
what that is.
Uh-huh.
So keep the knife sharp, bud.
We'll do it. And that is that. And,
Here are some producers.
okay.
Why do you watch this crap?
Oh, shut up, Chuck.